Respected Chief Guest, Consul General of South Korea, Mr. Kyung-Soo Kim, Mrs. Kim, Mr. Sang Tae, Executive Director of Hyundai, respected Chairman, Chief Executive, Principal, Professors, faculty members, student friends, and friends of media. I'll take about 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes. Today I feel it a honor, a privilege to stand before you on the eve of inauguration of BE Automobile Engineering in our college. You know why it is a privilege, why I consider it as a privilege? It is because of the chief guest and the country he is representing. I do not know how many of you have seen in Google Map the map of South Korea. Have you seen the map of South Korea? It is in Asia, in the northern Asia, northeastern Asia, a small peninsular region. When I say small, it is really small. When we compare to India, the geographical area of South Korea is 4.86 lakh kilometers, square kilometer. 4.86 lakh square kilometer. You know the geographical area of India? You know how big India is? It is 32.86 lakh square kilometer. How many times more? Where is 4.86 and where is 32.86? Such a small country, but beautiful country. You know their population? In fact, they have just, I'm sorry, their area was 90,000 square kilometers. We are 32 lakh kilometers. They are less than 1 lakh. The square kilometer area of Korea was less than 1 lakh. But whereas we are 32.86 lakhs. Their population is 4.86 lakhs, 86 crore. The population of South Korea is 4.86 crore. What about ours? 120 crore. You see the magnitude difference? Very small country. We share many things in common. South Korea became independent during 1945. We got our independence in 1948. 1947. Even though it is about 2 years difference, but they had to face a severe war. They have undergone a severe war between 1950 and 53. In the Korean Peninsula, they fought South Korea and North Korea each. Between 1950 and 53, there has been a severe war. So it's a war-torn economy. The economy was completely in doldrums. The poverty levels were very high. Literacy was very, very poor. Their economy was in shambles. Their income was very, very poor. Per capita income was very poor. But in just 40-45 years, that is from 1953 till date, what has happened in Korea, South Korea, was a miracle. Today, you know what is our GDP income, our average income? Average income per citizen today is $1,500 annual income. Per year, an average Indian earns $1,500, roughly 250 rupees per day. Roughly, average Indian earns 250 rupees per day. But can you imagine the South Korean per capita income? Their per capita GDP is $26,000. Our per capita income is $1,500 annually. But average South Korean earns how much? $26,000. Roughly 4,500 rupees a day. We earn 250 rupees a day, whereas a South Korean citizen earns 4,500 rupees a day. Similarly, literacy. Even today, our Indian literacy rate is 74%. That means out of 4 Indians, 1 person is still illiterate. Whereas South Korea, it is 98%. Almost 100% literacy. The life expectancy, how many years an average Indian lives is 65 now. Whereas South Korea is 81. It is better than the United States. Why I am telling you, I am just taking on from what Mr. Kim said. We all started at the same level, at the same point. But the outcomes are so phenomenally different. They are way ahead of us. In the Human Development Index, World Bank and United Nations, they calculate the Human Development Index to rank the countries. The Human Development Index, they are somewhere around 30. We are somewhere in 145. Our rank is 145. Out of 195 countries, look at them. Where are they and where are we? And Mr. Kim also confirmed that they don't have natural resources. They started from scratch. Like us, like India, they had nothing at the time. At least India was abundant in natural resources. We had plenty of natural resources. We have natural resources. It's a purely agricultural country. South Korea was a simple agricultural country. But in 40 years, can you imagine where is $26,000 and where is $1,500? And even the best paid engineer in our country, I don't think he earns 4,500 rupees a day. But whereas an average South Korean citizen earns 4,500 rupees a day. But is it not a miracle? That is why I said it's a privilege for me to stand before you, especially in the presence of Mr. Kim. Now, what is this magic? Now, the story of South Korea, how did they grow? It's a fascinating story. It's an exciting story. All that I said is not new. It is all there in Google. You just Google, you'll find out. There have been a number of international researchers to find out what is a success story. What contributed to the South Korean success? What lesson we should draw? There has been a number of researchers. They are citing about 5-6 reasons. Mr. Kim mentioned only one. There are 5-6 reasons. The first one was the leadership, a good leadership. The second one, right type of policies and programs. Good leadership, right type of policies and programs. Thirdly, governance, implementation. Fourthly, institutions. They have extraordinarily good institutions. Like bank is an institution. Electricity board is an institution. They have good institutions to deliver. Now, these are all necessary, but they are not sufficient. What international researchers say, the most important and critical factor for South Korean development was the capacity of the people, the human resources capital, the culture of the people, their hard-working nature, and their quality, their qualifications. You know, where did the citizens acquire these qualities? Where did they get these capacities? Do you know where citizens get these capacities? Can you guess? It is in the institutions like this. It is in the university. It was only universities and schools that built capacities of the the citizens. You understand why you are all important? I mentioned to you that South Korea is far ahead of us. Now that is our generation. Our generation is gone. We have failed. Even though we started at the same level, we could not compete with them. We could not even go anywhere near them. But it is going to be your turn. You are going to be engineers. You are going to be future citizens. If you all take up seriously the lesson that we learned from South Korea, one day, definitely we'll be able to match them. Now, if you really want to take it on, you are all going to be citizens. The future is in your hands. If you really want to take this seriously, these 4 years you spend here is very crucial, very critical. There is no leeway or legroom. We need to take things seriously. For these 4 years, as I mentioned, you will live for another, how many years? You are all around 2021. Another 60 years. By the time you reach 40, 50, the life expectancy will go up to say 80. So you all will live for at least up to 80 years. 60 more years you are going to live. If your 60 years are going to be productive, useful, this 4 years is critical. If you take this 4 years critical, now from the management side, I can tell you, we will not leave even a single stone unturned. You see the type of management you have. You see the building. You see the infrastructure. You see how it is maintained. You see the horticulture. You see the lawn, the hostel. If you look at our lawn, you cannot see even a single blade of grass intruding into blacktop area. The alignment will be perfect. So that indicates how management is meticulous in ensuring quality. Now it is not just in the buildings and horticulture, it is in the classroom as well. If you want to learn swimming, you need to swim. If you want to acquire skills that will make you competent, like thinking skills, problem solving skills, your democratic values, what Mr. Kim mentioned as values, hard-working nature, sincerity, all these things will not come like a magic at the end of the 4th year. Every day you spend in the class is critical. We are giving you opportunity to learn, and you please take it seriously. If you take it seriously, these 4 years, and learn, college is here to give you everything. And this mentality of availing leave every time, at the drop of hat, we want general permission. There are people who are encouraging this tendency. They are not doing good to you. It's harm. Every day is critical. Try to spend as much time as possible in academics, in your extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities. If I say I am going to declare holiday today, you will say no. Because you say I am paying. I want classes to conduct. This should be our attitude. Instead of asking for more leave, more leeway. Because it is in your interest that we do this. Therefore, please take this 4 years seriously. And in the presence of Mr. Kim today, as he represents South Korea, the lesson we learned from South Korea is this: we take our life seriously. We take our academic culture seriously. We learn, and we will shine on our own. You don't need any support from anybody. This is how your attitude has to be. With this resolution, we must begin our first year now, and it is, as I mentioned, it is my privilege to be here, and also wish you a glorious future. Thank you.
As a token of our love and sincere gratitude, we request our chairman to present a shawl and a memento to Mr. and Mrs. Kyung Soo Kim.
we request our chairman to present a shawl and a memento to our guest of honor.
Now it's time for discussion with our guests. May we now request our members of faculty and students to interact with the guests.
Good morning, sir. My name is R. Murali, first year mechanical student. I wish to ask a question for you.
Who are you addressing, please? Consul General or MD today?
I wish to ask a question to Consul General. Sir, what is your focus on Indian engineers, sir?
Focus on Indian engineers.
Yes, sir.
Can you precisely
What are your thoughts about Indian engineers?
concept of
What are your thoughts of Indian engineers, sir? Think about it.
For last 6-7 months, I tried to come and visit Korean companies in Sriperumbudur. For example, there's one called Hyundai, another one called Tucson Heavy Industry. Tucson is making thermal power generation, boiler, etc. They are also big name in desalination as well, also nuclear reactors. They have so much this pipeline welding and bending works. What I heard from managing director, Korean managing director there is that working together with local engineers. One example is that when they're making this water or steam pipe, they cannot bend this pipe twice at the same time. So normally what the Tucson practice was to bend separately and weld it together. So they apply the same technology or skills to their plant in Sriperumbudur. But one day, the local Tamil Nadu or Indian engineers, they had meeting themselves and came out with certain solution to make this bending twice at one time. So now, this technology is applied to all Tucson plants all over the world. On top of that, what their system management team coming from Korea to Tucson plant here for regular teaching to the local people for the upgrading of the working environment system upgrading. The evaluation from Korean team is that because they are traveling all over the world to some plant, the speed of absorbing those system management improvement here in India, here in the plant is so fast. So they are quite amazed at those qualities of engineers here in India. I think this can be quite simple but clear answer to our thought on the skills and qualities of local engineers here.
Team Mechanical. I want to ask a question to Executive Director from Beck. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So what do you think is the uniqueness in your cars that the other companies doesn't have? The uniqueness of your cars?
Hyundai Motor Car is a special design, so we focus on the design and eco need the human facility. So that's why, so compared with the other French car, so more convenient. This is in my opinion.
If you allow me, can I add some more? I think the localization is quite critical factor as well. If you bring part from Korea, you cannot survive here. To survive here, very competitive market here, you should maximum localize your production lines. And that is what not only Hyundai, but 70, 80 Hyundai-related automobile Korean companies are doing here. And the result and the progress is quite promising. And some companies I recently visited, after developing, localizing their product here, now they are thinking of re-exporting their product back to Korea, where they used to import from. With that ingenuity of local people, the Hyundai and many of Korean companies are really enjoying their working environment here in Tamil Nadu.
My name is Sam Edison. I am from first year mechatronics department, and my question is to guest of honor. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, my question is, what are the qualities did you expect from our mechatronics students to be placed in your industries?
In Hyderabad, we have the R&D center. So now is India sales volume is increasing step by step. Maybe 4 or 5 is right. So capacity will be almost double. The customer requirement is increased. So that's why we need a lot of the engineering. So also now is we focus on the new members. So that's why HR section visit all the university and then they found some good person. So if you have the good ability, please after graduate this institute, please submit to our company. I'm very welcome. Thank you.
Good evening to all our chief guests. I am V. Kishore of first year mechatronics student. Sir, my question is to Consul General Kyung Soo Kim. Sir, why Hyundai company has not yet launched specific models like Hyundai Azira and Hyundai i40 in India, sir?
Suddenly, today you focused on me.
Sorry, sir.
Hyundai is a lot of model. Actually, HMC has produced a lot of car. From the small car is Eon, and the Kia is some another name. So also now with we produced Ecus. Ecus is same as our Benz. So now we have a lot of produced car. So especially in India, market is a little compact car. That's why we are focused on the Eon, i10, i20, something like that. So especially now is India has a step will be reached step by step. At the time we will sell export car, expensive car. So okay, thank you.
What do you think about Indian customers? Whether your products have been sold in India more?
Now